about his experience and give you some pointers on Uber. Now join our host, Ian Gilbert, to meet our guests to talk about Uber. The Humanities and Mass Communications Department at Norwalk Community College presents Person to Person, the show where you get to meet our most interesting guests. Now join our host, Ian Gilbert, to meet our guests.
Welcome to Person to Person. Today we meet a person who drives people to places for a living with Uber. He will tell us all about his experience. Welcome our guest, Jose Jalón. Good to meet you, Jose.
It's good to be on this show, man.
So what exactly made you get into Uber?
Well, see, there's a little thing called money, and I wasn't making a lot of it, you know? I work at a restaurant. I do other odd jobs, like with my father, doing handyman work, and I find I still don't make enough to really kind of make ends meet, so I thought of Uber. I've actually been pushing it away for a really long time, and one day I just said, the heck with it, and I just started doing it, and so far I'm loving it.
And is it easy for you to maintain money, or do you have issues with it ever? Or because I know you're school and whatnot?
Sometimes, well, Uber, like any business, it kind of fluctuates. You know, sometimes you make more, sometimes you make less. But I always come out making fairly even money, if that makes sense.
Right, yeah, no, definitely. So what exactly does this job require from you besides just driving, obviously, since you're the driver?
Of course. Well, besides obviously driving carefully, you have to really make sure that your car is maintained. Sometimes I like to go around the vehicle. I check the tire pressures. I check my oil levels. I check my back seats, and I really try to put myself in the position of the rider. You know, is this a car that I would want to be picked up in? You know, is this car like comfortable? Is this car like convenient for me? You know,
and you do this before every shift, right?
I try to. There are times where I do like, you know, slip up. I don't really check. I don't really go extensive into it, but I always do my best to really make sure everything's top notch, so that there's no problems. Everything's just easy, you know.
You said that you keep everything top notch. What exactly do you do to ensure the safety, not just make sure everything looks clean and nice?
Oh, okay. So with safety, again, besides the maintenance, every time like I pick up a passenger, I always greet them with a hello, because to them I'm just a stranger picking them up, you know. So I always try to make sure that they're comfortable. I always confirm with them that they're the right person that I'm picking up, and I tell them if they need anything, just let me know, and I'll make their ride a little better for them, you know, and also tell them how far they are from their destination, so there's no worries in that department.
Do they ever just try to get into the front seat, just like sit next to you?
I do have some people that prefer driving in the front seat, you know. And to me it's a little different, but you know, it's nothing out of the ordinary, you know.
Yeah, I'm usually that person who gets an Uber, just sits in the back and just to myself.
I've personally never taken a front seat in an Uber. I'm usually just in the back seat, you know, so I can't imagine.
Yeah, it sounds like an experience. What are the pros of Uber?
Well, the pros of Uber, besides you know, making extra money, is you really get to work at your own leisure. You know, if let's say I have like 2 hours to kill in a break, and I don't have anything to do, I'll go on Uber. I'll do a couple rides, then I'll come back to work and you know, and keep grinding it out. You know, and also you do meet some interesting people on the job. You know, I'd say out of like the 200 rides I've given, I've had like maybe about like 5 unpleasant people. So that's actually a big pro. You know. Yeah.
So there's only like 5 people who are unpleasant. What's a typical drive for you as an Uber driver?
Well, a typical drive for me is, of course, I go on the app. I hit available. I start the car. I usually don't drive around like other Uber drivers. I usually just kind of stay where I am, or I go somewhere that's kind of heavily populated, like downtown Stanford, or maybe like near NCC. You know, where college students need rides. So I usually just wait for someone to request a ride, and then I go to their location. pick them up, drop them off. I try to be as pleasant as I can be, Drop them off at their location, tell them have a good day, and then hopefully they give me that 5-star rating that I've been craving.
Yeah. No, so I need to know more about these 5 people. Were there any interesting stories or what made them unpleasant, or were they just extremely rude?
I don't know. I don't really want to talk about like the bad people. I feel like I'm kind of putting them on the spotlight. I mean,
they give you 4 stars or lower than that. You have to badmouth them.
I remember there was one person that gave me 4 stars because my car wasn't big enough. I couldn't control it. I mean,
they didn't ask for an Uber XL.
Yeah, right.
They asked for an Uber X.
Yeah, I know. There's some things you can't control. You can't control with Uber. I did pick up this one guy. He had like a giant beard, long hair, like tank top and shorts, but this guy had no shoes on.
Yeah.
So I drove him.
Yeah, don't pick up hippies.
Yeah, it was a little weird, but I'm a little weird too.
Never go to a Grateful Dead concert to pick up people
gosh,
for Uber. Like,
I have picked up a couple of weirdos, and sometimes there was like one time where I was afraid for my safety, but again, I try to be as pleasant as I could be, and Uber really helps out with your safety, especially for drivers, because they have the on-app help, like you press a button, like a panic button, they'll like call the cops. Hopefully, thank God I've never had to use it, and hopefully I never do have to use it. But just to have that resource is I think is really cool, and I think it's very I think if more people knew about these resources, that more people would start driving for Uber.
Yeah. There definitely seem more pros than cons with Uber, but what are the cons to Uber? There's got to be some. You've already listed that you've had some pleasant experiences. What are some of the things that stand out? The cons
I'd say it's like maintaining your car. Like you drive all the time. You're gonna put miles into your car, and that affects the resale value. Unfortunately, paying for my own gas, stocking up the car on Friday, Saturday nights with small cold water bottles, maybe some snacks and some chargers. I have to pull that money out, from my account.
Definitely.
But I can always tally up that number, and I can give it to someone who does taxes. Maybe I'll get a tax deduction off of it. This is my first year, so I don't really have much experience in that. But hopefully I do get rewarded at the end of the year when taxes come.
Yeah, no, this sounds like a lot, just getting water and snacks. It clearly, you're clearly distinct from other Uber drivers, because most Uber drivers just kind of they'll just drive you. They're like a taxi driver, maybe worse even.
Yeah, absolutely.
What sets you apart from that, other than giving out snacks? Is there anything else? Because it seems like you're always prepared.
Yeah, I try to be, I really try to make everything convenient for everyone, there's some I've had Uber drivers that are rude. I've had Uber drivers that are nice. I've had Uber drivers that talk too much, and all that stuff. So I try to really read other people and see what they like. If someone's talkative, then I'll keep the conversation going. I'll make the drive a little shorter by conversating with them.
You're a social person. You can keep a conversation going if you have to. That's a nice benefit.
I try to. I guess sometimes the problem is for me is just shutting up.
Yeah.
But of course, if I get that one person that just wants a quiet ride, I'll give them a quiet ride. I won't bother them. I'll probably put some music. I'll put some music on the time of day. If it's the morning, I'll put pretty relaxed music. If it's Friday, Saturday night, maybe I'll put something a little more groovy,
Definitely.
So I really try to try to do things differently,
Well, it would be nice if I got you as an Uber driver, because mine are pretty awkward.
Absolutely.
To be honest.
I'm on the weekends, brother. If you need me, just hit me up,
If I ever have a stumbled Friday night where I'm just too to drive, I'll hit you up, man. Definitely.
No problem, man. I'll definitely give you a ride, man.
Awesome. Thank you. Today we got to meet Jose, who seems to love Uber. We hope you have enjoyed this installment of Person to Person. See you next time, and have a great day. Thank you for joining us, Jose.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, brother. Anytime.
are afforded. Person to Person is in Mohawk Community College.